to actually win them.
Every morning, Miguel and Holly reveal Charlotte's deepest, darkest secrets.
It's Queen City Confessions with Miguel and Holly. Hits 96.1.
If you want to get your confession in and remain anonymous, text it to us by putting the word hits with your confession and send it to 96893.
Here's the first Queen City confession. I recently found out from a very credible friend that my brother-in-law is cheating on my sister-in-law. And I absolutely adore her. He's cheated before, more than 6 times at least.
Oh my goodness.
This time, the source is actually friends with the woman he's cheating with. But here's the thing. I've told my sister-in-law about his affairs in the past, even when there was proof, and she's just at a point where she doesn't believe it or doesn't want to deal with it. So I've made the decision not to tell her this time because I know it'll only cause drama and nothing will change. But I feel awful. Deep down, I know if I were her, I'd want someone to tell me.
Well, yeah, but you're not her.
Yeah.
You just said, like, you've been through this rodeo before, and she has told you in no uncertain terms, she didn't want to hear about this.
Everyone's relationships dynamic are different. And
it's so true.
Maybe she's just in a spot where she's like, listen, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to think about it. And then that's just his thing.
We don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Like with the two of them, we really don't know. And what you're doing, understandably, is putting your emotions on that because you're like, if it were me, I would want to know. Yes. And hopefully somebody would tell you if that was ever happening to you. But just because you feel that way doesn't mean that she feels that way. And that's really hard because it's like, you know, a different set of values.
No. I'm curious if you've ever been in a situation like that before and you had a friend or a family member that had been cheated on and they even had proof and they still decided to ignore it. Right. How did you continue on with knowing that knowledge? Call us up 1-844-HIT-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text us by putting the word hits with your message and send it to 96893. I am sorry, though. That's a tough one to carry.
Here's another Queen City confession. I just realized the reason I can't sleep at night. It's my husband. He's completely unmotivated at work, won't help around the house, and every time I bring it up, he blames the fact that he's still grieving his mom. I've been patient, but it's exhausting. I'm literally losing sleep over him, and now I'm trying to get him into therapy because I can't keep carrying the weight for the both of us.
That is a hard-working woman.
Mm-hmm.
And like at some point, like you really have to put yourself first, obviously. Like you can't make someone else do anything, even if that person is your partner and you're wanting them to save the relationship. A lot of these, you know, partnerships, they don't like this is the kind of dude I feel like that is shocked when a woman files for divorce. I'm blindsided.
Right. How could this happen? Where was I?
Right. This is how this happens. Like, I guarantee this man would be blindsided if this woman asked for a divorce because they don't get it. And like, obviously she's saying, hello, things not going very well. I don't know. That's just, I'm glad you got it off your chest.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like sometimes you have to just have those very difficult come to Jesus meetings and say, hey, 2 things can be true. I understand that you're grieving and that you're still processing it. But if you're not actively helping yourself to get better, to help this family,
right?
Who knows where that's going to lead to? But let this be the first warning that you need to get it together.
Right, because you've chosen to be in a partnership.
Right.
It would be one thing if you were single and you could do whatever you wanted to. But if you're choosing to be in a partnership, you need to uphold that. Like, guess what? We can handle more than one emotion at a time. And that includes grief. Like you have to.
Here's another Queen City confession. I'm in a really weird spot. I've been best friends with someone since we were kids, but as adults, they've turned into this selfish, toxic person. The truth is, over the years, I grew to like their partner way more than I liked my longtime friend. Oh. Now they've broken up, and I kind of want to stay friends with the ex instead of my childhood best friends.
Yikes. How do you do that? Hey,
yeah.
I'm taking their side. I'm going with them.
I know we've been friends since middle school, but you're really a crappy person now. So bye.
I mean, that's one thing though. It doesn't really matter how long. It's the quality of the relationship, not the longevity of it.
I'm curious. Have you ever liked someone's ex more than your actual friend? Who did you stay loyal to? Call us up 1-844-HIT-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text hits in your message to 96893.